Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. Chief of Defence Forces Field Marshal Asim Munir has said that Pakistan stands united like a Bunyan-um Marsoos against all internal and external threats. Chairing the Corps Commanders Conference, the Field Marshal reaffirmed the military's commitment to counter-terror operations and rejected Afghan allegations against Pakistan. The military's top brass also stressed restraint and stability across the region. U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has said that the ceasefire with Iran is still holding, despite fresh exchanges of fire in the Gulf and attacks on commercial vessels. During a briefing at the Pentagon, he said that Project Freedom mission in the Strait of Hormuz is temporary and purely defensive, and that Washington doesn't want to pick a fight. Speaking on the occasion, Joint Chiefs Chairman General Dan Kane said the decision to resume war with Iran would ultimately be a political one. He said that recent Iranian attacks in the Gulf remain below the threshold for restarting major combat operations and described Tehran's actions as low-level harassment. The United Arab Emirates has restricted its airspace following Iranian missile and drone activity in the region. Authorities say flights are now limited to approved routes, with emergency security protocols activated after air defenses intercepted incoming threats. Several flights were diverted or delayed as officials moved to secure the country's airspace amid rising tensions. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has expressed strong support for the United Arab Emirates following reported missile and drone attacks. Sharif condemned the strikes on civilian infrastructure and reaffirmed Pakistan's solidarity with the UAE leadership and its people. He also stressed the importance of upholding the ceasefire to create space for dialogue and long-term regional stability. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has said that progress is being made in negotiations with the United States, crediting Pakistan's efforts in facilitating dialogue. Araghchi has said recent developments in the Strait of Hormuz underscored that there is no military solution to the ongoing political crisis. Araghchi has cautioned Washington against being drawn into a prolonged conflict at the behest of others, urging the United Arab Emirates to remain cautious amid regional tensions. The Saudi Arabia's Ministry of Foreign Affairs has expressed deep concern over rising regional tensions, urging all parties to de-escalate, avoid confrontation, and exercise restraint. In a statement, the ministry has said it fully supports Pakistan's mediation and diplomatic efforts to reach a political solution, warning that the current situation threatens regional stability and broader global security. Romania's pro-European Union government has collapsed after lawmakers voted no confidence in Prime Minister Ilie Bolojan. The political turmoil has rattled financial markets, pushing Romania's currency to a record low and raising concerns over the country's economic stability and EU commitments. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio is set to hold talks with Pope Leo, with officials describing the meeting as a frank dialogue on key policy issues. The US ambassador to the Holy See said the discussions will focus on addressing differences through open and constructive engagement. The meeting comes as Washington seeks to navigate complex global challenges through diplomatic channels. At least 21 people were killed and 61 injured after an explosion ripped through a fireworks plant in central China, authorities said. Nearly 500 rescuers were deployed to the scene to search for missing workers and assist the injured. Officials have launched an investigation to determine the cause of the blast. The World Health Organization has said that human-to-human transmission cannot be ruled out in a hantavirus outbreak aboard a cruise ship off West Africa. 3 people have died, 7 have fallen ill, and health officials are now preparing medical evacuations as passengers remain isolated on board. The Met Gala 2026 has transformed the red carpet into a celebration of art, with celebrities recreating iconic artworks under this year's theme, Fashion is Art. Guests embraced a more literal interpretation of the dress code, drawing inspiration from art movements like the Harlem Renaissance and Baroque painting. Organisers say the theme encourages attendees to express fashion as a form of art, blending creativity with historical references. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.